here where we're gonna actually be talking about a few things. Mostly it's just gonna be comedy. Uh, let's just put it this way, guys. I was checking out the reel. I was just in the mood for just having a little fun, and all of a sudden it comes up a sketch about a girl and actually some people ordering some food, right? And apparently it's about a sketch about kind of like a fast food joint. They call it Zaz Fasties or whatever. And I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be funny. Sure enough, so basically she goes, I want a burger. And the guy grabs the microphone and goes, burger please. And he, like, somebody tosses a burger, like, you could tell it was plastic, obviously, and it just basically pelted right in the face. And I'm like, god damn. Okay, I'll give you that. That was pretty quick. Before I go any further, please like and subscribe. Helps the channel. But I don't know what possessed this girl to say this. It's like, good thing I didn't ask for chicken bits. And the guy goes, chicken bits, and like a whole bunch of like chicken all over her. And I'm laughing my ass off going, well, hey, you asked for it. It's like, don't ask. It's like, don't ask. It's like, sure enough, she leaves. Some girl comes back and goes, you know what? I want to get a salad with the sauce on the side. And the guy basically says, yeah, salad, and like all kinds of lettuce. Ladies and gentlemen, as comedy as that was, it was the comments that made me laugh hard. There was one where I was like, man, I hate to see those people in the morning getting either, like, it was actually hot food, you know what I mean? Things like actual fresh fries coming out of the fryer, or better yet, there was one that said, it's like, you probably can imagine what the guys that asked for hot coffee would look like. And I'm like, god damn, I could actually see that happening. I'd be laughing my ass off if it wasn't so tragic. Because, like, what the fuck? It's like, whoa, put it in a cup and let me have it. Hand it to me. Don't fucking pour it all over me. Like, don't be fucking doing that shit. Iced coffee, I can understand. At least that way, you don't get second-degree burns. Iced coffees, I'm cool with it. At least wakes me up for a different reason, you know? And you guys are laughing because if you guys are laughing at that because it's true, I mean, for fuck's sake, coffee is meant to wake you up, even iced coffee. Believe it or not, it doesn't have to go inside your system to wake your punk ass up. And I'm saying the iced coffee, not the actual coffee, the stuff that boils, because yikes. But anyway, if you haven't already, please do so. Like and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel. So let me ask you this, guys. What is your favorite sketch comedy? And if you guys love sketch comedies in general. Personally, I love the old classics. One of my favorite ones was Multi Python and the Holy and the circus, right? I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. My recommendation. It's not the kind of show I would recommend for kids, but it's a good show. Good sketch comedy. Mind you, you have to have a little brains to understand half of the comedy, but half the comedy it's either verbal, or, you know, it's a sketch comedy, which basically it's just one of those weird situations where something random happens, and that randomness is basically what makes it funny. I also prefer sketch comedies, kind of like old Nickelodeon shows and old shows like, hold on one second. ¿Qué pasó, ma? ¿Ah? Sorry, sorry guys. Talking to family. Um. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. Dude, let there be light, bros. Whoa, bro. Anyway, so yeah, sketch comedies. Personally, I prefer like stuff like All That, and one of my favorite ones is called Amanda Show. If you guys have never seen that show, it's hosted by a girl named Amanda Bynes. If you guys know that poor girl's story, yeesh, that poor girl. There's a reason why I actually liked her. I love her specifically because she's such a sweetheart in all the shows. Hopefully, and unfortunately, she went through hell, ladies and gentlemen, because the company that she worked for, I'm not going to name it. If you guys know, you know. I'm not going to name it because I don't want them rising from the dead and coming at me, you know. But anyway, they come and they had a lot of issues with hell. It's even to this day. They have rumors that they had because they did a lot of kid shows. Yes, it's a kid network, but unfortunately, because the fact that the kid network was just garbage. They had some good shows. Don't get me wrong. It's just the management was predatory at best. And yes, folks, predatory. I'm talking about they are up to like Diddy kind of stuff, like if not worse. And there was some of my favorite shows. There were rumored that one of the older, I don't know if you guys know this, one of the older people in the cast had to double as kind of a basically a buffer for the kids in the show because the adults on the show were kind of really creepy. So, mind you, I love the comedy and it looked like a lot of fun, but little later I found out that one of the girls, again, Amanda Bynes, if you guys know who Amanda Bynes is, and if you guys know that whole scandal, she basically lost, um, she was basically very, very ill, that poor girl. She got to the point where she lost her ever loving, adorable mind. And I felt bad because that poor girl. Anyway, the point was this poor girl had to go through hell in a handbasket. I don't think she has gotten over it at all because, you know, it's hard to get over such an event in your life. So if she is better right now, if she is, you know, being taken care of at the moment, all power to her. You know, I hope she does better. Not enough to come back to work because I doubt she'll ever do, especially after. Yeah, I'm talking about. So, sorry guys, I kind of went over certain subject. I was talking about sketch comedy that I got into when I was a kid, and I enjoyed it because it was one of my favorites. It was called All That, and one of my favorite actresses. She was adorable. She was spunky. She had a lot of energy. You probably know her as, you know, Amanda Bynes. Well, I'm not gonna go any further because again, if you guys know, you know. I'm not gonna rehash that one. But the reason I'm mentioning any of this is because I saw a sketch comedy that I felt like was the funniest shit ever. Basically, it was a sketch comedy of a restaurant, kind of like all Good Burger, like the old All That sketch comedy, where this girl goes, "Hey, is okay, so I want a cheeseburger," and the guy goes up to a microphone and goes, "Cheeseburger," and somebody throws a cheeseburger at her. It's like that's a little too quick. It's like, yeah, sorry about that. I was like, okay, whatever. It's like, I'm glad I didn't say chicken nuggets. Sure enough, chicken nuggets. Somebody throws like a whole like 10 piece at her. I'm like, God damn, that poor girl. So she leaves. And then some girl comes back. Is like, hey, I want a salad and I want the sauce on the side. Goes, okay, salad. And somebody throws a salad at her, all over her, right? Oh, hey, that show was funny, especially especially Ed. I'm a dude, she's a dude, he's a dude, we're all dudes. Whoa, you know. And then, of course, I want a good burger. This is not a good burger. No, this is a chicken burger. Uh, no. Let me see, Matt. Oh, dude, shit like that, right? I'm laughing my ass off watching this, and it is the funniest shit ever because, like, if you really want to see the original sketches for that specific sketch, look up the show All That, and I'm pretty sure you can find it on like, I think no, I don't know if it's HBO or I can't remember if it's HBO. It is not who Google. I'm trying to remember. No, it's Paramount. Paramount is the one I'm thinking of. Look up because the app Paramount, they have it. They have all the good stuff from back in the day, the funny stuff. My recommendation. Yeah, I mean, you could just download it on your Xbox and you'll be laughing your butt off the entire time. I'll tell you that right now. That's what I do. I have pretty much all the good um, ones, and I watch it because I just want to see the nostalgia. You see, I don't condone what those jackasses did to those kids because let's just face it, guys, they actually went through heaven and hell, ladies and gentlemen. The kids that did all those sketch comedies, they actually went through heaven and hell because the studio were predatory. I'm not gonna say which one. If you guys know, you know. Um, but they were very very predatory, and it was sad because that poor girl, the one of the girls on there, I mean, I'm pretty sure all of them had to go through hell just to maintain her, you know. She is definitely traumatized to this day. I'm pretty damn sure, if not institutionalized, the poor girl. And the problem was, it's that the people that uh, basically took care of her, were supposed to take care of her, wound up treating her like basically an object the entire time. And a lot of people say, well, don't get involved with, that kind of thing. I'm like, that had nothing to do with anything. First of all, the parents, if I remember correctly, there weren't really any parents there. And by the time the parents actually found out about it, it was already too late. That things happened. Hell, one of there was a girl that actually wrote a book after the series that she did in. And if you guys know which one I'm not gonna say which one, guys. I am not. If you guys know what I'm talking about, uh, that's awesome. But all I'm saying is the fact that the fact that that happened to her in general. Oh yeah, definitely. It is so sad, and it actually is more depressing because that actually started basically the concept of, uh, if not it started the kickoff of the whole Diddy race. You know, who was the worst offender, shit like that. And then the worst part was it basically avalanched to the point where, thank you, appreciate it, I sincerely appreciate it. It avalanched to the point where um, they were trying to find predators left and right, and then 10 years of entertainment, ladies and gentlemen, finding out that some of the people that are in this entertainment, the kid entertainment, all that, they became pari- pariahs because they were mouthing off saying, "Hey, this guy did this to me, and that this guy did that to me," and the the yeah, he was some of these guys were full on pedos, and and it kind of made me sad every time to hear these stories, because, ladies and gentlemen, these were kids doing random funny acts, having fun, squirting each other with like ketchup bottles or whatever, or putting slime all over them, right? Like the gooey slime. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm not. So fuck off. I'm not gonna deal with people that try to pull that crap on me. Anyway, yeah, and the Jay, my dude, I'm glad you mentioned that concept. Is again, we're doing that all over again. Is we're doing the that situation. First of all, don't ever do that. Second, you should know better than to ask that kind of question. And if you're that kind of guy that thinks that kind of question is funny, you can screw right off. Get off my channel. If you're gonna be asking this kind of bullshit questions, get off my channel. I'm not in the mood for your bullshit. I already had to kick off one guy for calling me a fucking pedo. I'm pretty sure he was a pedo for even mentioning it. I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing this shit on my channel, thinking that you guys are thinking you're funny. Guess what, guys? I don't tolerate trolls. I don't tolerate bullshit morons like you. So if you want to be on my channel, and if you don't like my channel, get off my fucking channel. It's as simple as that. And I'm putting it out to everyone out there that thinks that they are hilarious, thinking that they can make jokes on my channel. Fine, I can make a joke. Guess what? Haha! Banish, bitch. I'm not gonna deal with your crap. You don't like it? Aw, there's the door. You like it? It's a good door. Use it. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Anyway, no, the Roblox thing. We were talking about the Roblox thing, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that the Roblox did what they did, there was no legitimate reason for what they did. They basically showed everyone where they're alive. They didn't care about their customers. All they cared about was the bottom line, and the bottom line was the kids weren't buying enough shit, so they said, well, adults are buying more content, so I might as well prioritize who's paying more. Literally that was their only response. That was, and mind you, I'm not saying it wasn't any had anything to do with, the concept of them being pedos, pedo loving, because that's what they were. They were pedo loving. But the fact they thought to themselves, well, maybe we can twist this. We can say that they violated our agreements. Like, ladies and gentlemen, every and all agreement should imply that if you feel like someone is unsafe, you have the legal authority to. Well, no, they have. That's the problem. They have, but in the really opposite direction that you want. They basically said, yeah, if anybody basically sends that kind of information to the cops, you're on violation. Guess what, guys? That in itself should be illegal. Problem is, it isn't. It's not illegal, but it should be, because you as a private citizen, have the legal and moral, I think, moral obligation to basically um, tell the cops, "Hey, I suspect this guy is a fucking pedophile, and I don't like him being on my channel or on my platform because he is doing some weird ass shit." Look, don't get me wrong. If you're gonna make content, if you're gonna actually make a content for adults, make it for adults only. Again, and people will say, "Well, when we get rid of porn entirely." Yeah, um, yeah, that's gonna go over well. I'm not saying for me specifically, and yes, folks, I know that sounds funny and sus, but ladies and gentlemen, hear me out. Tell me, what kind of chaos do you think is going to occur if you get rid of things like that? Another another thing they're considering getting rid of is anime. If you guys don't know what, no, it really does. And if you guys know, there's an actual thing where they want to get rid of anime here in the United States. Am I condoning it? Fuck no. That is one of the few things in life that I love. And mind you, I love it because it has great storytelling. It's one of my favorite things, and it's fun to watch. Plus, half the programs these days are complete and utter garbage. So anime is the one of the few things that actually has any pull. Yeah, yeah. I mean, anime. If it comes from Japan or comes from any other um, country aside from the United States, like it's a certain style, ladies and gentlemen. Styles. A lot of people attribute Avatar like anime, which it isn't. Yes, it's a cartoon, but it has anime styles. But it is an anime. If you guys are wondering about that, um, anime, it's literally just basically Japanese animation. It is literally just considered anime because animation, that they're basically trying to shorten it. That's what that means. If you guys don't know what that means, if you guys love it, hey, awesome. You're one of me. You're one of us. But if you don't like it, well, don't watch it. It's as simple as that. If you don't like it, the only real reason why the government is trying to get rid of anime or doing all this bullshit is because they're basically trying to pull the old. They're trying. You know what they're trying to do, ladies and gentlemen? They're pulling the most famous card in every charlatan, in every every charlatan or every magician's handbook. Basically, it's misdirection. It's as simple as that. People assume they're doing this because they feel like they're threatened. No.
the only real reason why they're doing it is because they know they're in trouble, and so they're basically doing this, so you forget that there's another hand doing something funny. They're doing something else. They're trying to basically appreciate it. I appreciate it. I usually go live around 3 and 10. Those two. Um, those are my two times where I am actually being able to do it. So if you don't see, like I said, check out my channel. You can check out all my videos on there. You could have fun with it. Some of my videos, they have audio, others don't, but it's all me playing. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Do it. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Again, most of my if I do video games, I usually do them around noon, so you can check them out around lunchtime or whenever you have a chance. Um, and I also do ones at around 10 o'clock in the at night because that's when I get off. I got a day job, ladies and gentlemen, and I gotta do it around my day job. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Thank you for checking out my videos. Thank you very much. And if you guys want to see more videos, check out my channel. And I'm actually doing one a little bit later. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it. Yeah, video games. Um, in the next month or so, I'm going to be doing some horror games, for spooky season. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And take care, be safe, and I hope you guys enjoy your days, guys. This is your friendly neighborhood gamer Jin Candor, wishing you love, luck, happiness, and also remember, when you leave the den of the Jin, take only what you've brought in. Take care, be safe.